Well, good to see you again. Once again, Father Michael from Our Lady of Consolation, second Sunday of Lent. The reading is from Matthew. It is the Transfiguration. Jesus took Peter, James, and John, his brother, led them up a high mountain by themselves. He was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun. His clothing became as white as light. Behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to him, conversing with him. Then Peter said to Jesus in reply, Lord, it is good that we are here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud cast a shadow over them. A voice said, This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. When the disciples heard this, they fell prostrate. They were very much afraid. But Jesus came, he touched them, and he said, Rise and do not be afraid. And when the disciples raised their eyes, they saw no one else but Jesus alone. As they were coming down from the mountain, Jesus charged them, Do not tell the vision to anyone until the Son of Man has been raised from the dead. The gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Quite a moment, to say the least, for Peter, James, and John. They are caught up in a cloud with heavenly beings. It must have been terribly frightening for them, but they nonetheless reacted by letting Jesus know that we are now, this is a holy place. Let us set up 3 tents, almost like through the years where miracles happen, people build churches. So they wanted to set up 3 tents to honor what had just happened. Jesus, of course, is not interested in them deciding to build a church or put up 3 tents. He took them up there for a reason. He wanted them to experience his divinity, his moment of union with the Father. And they did. And it was certainly a potent moment, to say the least. And it's one that they would never forget. We don't experience the divinity of Jesus Christ in exactly the same way, but nonetheless, it is something that is there for us every Sunday. The Eucharist, that is our experience of the divine. It is the real presence of Christ in his body and blood. And we get the chance that the disciples had to be with Christ in that one moment, caught up in the rapture, you will, if you please, of Christ being truly present to us. And the Word is the same. The Word also is the power of God speaking to us down through the ages. So that is not to be diminished either. So we have Word and Sacrament, and in and through both of those, God's grace comes to us. It may not have been as big and powerful as the moment on the mountain, but it is something that we are invited to, as they were invited to go up the hill. Jesus could have said to them, my business to take care of, you stay down here, I got to go up there. But he invited them into this experience, much as God invites us into the life of his Son with the Eucharist that we hold so dear and revere as an unbelievable channel of God's grace. Indeed, the high point and pinnacle of who we are as Catholics and as Christians. Take care, my friends. In this great season of Lent, cherish the divinity of Christ in the Eucharist. Cherish Christ each and every day of your lives as he lives in your hearts. See you next week.